Are you dating anyone?
So, yes, and I'm in a relationship that is one of the most beautiful people I ever met in life. And she's smart, she loves God, she has something real down to earth about her. She's talented, but I set my standard kind of high because she had to have an EGOT. She had to win an Oscar on her first movie. I set my standard high. She had to get her own talk show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
The glittering spectacle of the US Open Women's Final was completely overshadowed by a scandal unfolding in the stands. A drama far more compelling than any match could ever be. All eyes, all cameras, all whispers were laser focused on one man, the legendary rapper and actor Common. But the real story wasn't him. It was the enigmatic, unidentified woman seated intimately by his side. Her very presence a deafening roar in the silent void where Janifer Hudson should have been. The internet, as it does, erupted into an instantaneous inferno of speculation, shock, and frantic investigation. This was no casual, friendly outing. This had all the markings of a deliberate, brazen act. Did Common just publicly dismantle one of Hollywood's most admired and powerful partnerships? The evidence is mounting, and the truth promises to be more shocking than any fictional storyline.
We both have professions. Well, I think once Tiffany and I got back on the move, it really didn't allow for us to spend as much time and put as much energy into our relationship. I don't think the love really dispersed. I just think it was just like we weren't feeding the relationship. And as you said, neither one of us is gonna stop. Like we both care about our crafts and what we do. And we care about love too and partnership, but I think, the energy that has been put into our careers and continue to want to do the things that we do for ourselves and for the people, it's like, it was hard for me to balance all.
The digital crime scene was littered with evidence within mere nanoseconds of the first photograph being captured. Social media platforms didn't just notice the anomaly, they underwent a system-wide meltdown of pure, unadulterated gossip. The images spread with viral ferocity. Common appearing relaxed and almost nonchalant, seated conspicuously close to a mysterious curly-haired companion. Yet, the most powerful element in every frame was what wasn't there. The hauntingly empty seat reserved for an EGOT winner. Janifer Hudson's absence wasn't just noted. It was a screaming headline in itself. Her fans are reeling, feeling a profound sense of betrayal, while his defenders scramble to construct flimsy excuses about busy schedules and innocent friendships. But let's be perfectly clear. In the high-stakes game of celebrity perception, this was no innocent accident. This was a calculated, deliberate statement sent to the entire world, and we are all deciphering its meaning.
I'm enjoying it. I'm not gonna put nothing extra on it. If he wanna marry me, he can give me an apartment building.
Oh, okay. You don't want a ring, you want an apartment complex.
I'd give you a duplex, an eightplex or something. You know, the homegirls be like, where your ring? I thought you was engaged. Where your ring? Where your carrots? Carrots. Girl, please, I got units. Knock it off.
He might be the type of person that never really settles with somebody. Maybe he's like he's like a bee going from flower to flower to.
To dismiss this as mere celebrity gossip would be a catastrophic underestimation of the situation. This is a full-blown cultural earthquake with significant aftershocks. For a community that proudly invested its hopes in this iconic power pairing, this public display feels like a profound and personal betrayal. Common and Janifer Hudson weren't just a couple. They were a potent symbol of Black excellence, love, and partnership, a dream made manifest for their admirers. And now, that very dream appears to be hanging by a perilously frayed thread. The most unnerving aspect of it all is the crushing, deliberate silence emanating from both camps. Their publicists are on lockdown. Their social media feeds are eerily normal, and their friends are saying nothing. This deafening quiet isn't peaceful. It's ominous. What devastating truth are they desperately trying to hide from the world's prying eyes?
The pattern I found myself in what was called love addiction, who my therapist broke it down, was like that feeling of being like, oh, I'm in love, and this that honeymoon period that people call it. I was addicted to that feeling.
To truly grasp the monumental weight of this scandal, we must rewind the tape and examine the beautiful facade they so carefully constructed. For well over a year, Common and Janifer Hudson weren't merely dating. They were meticulously building a joint empire of love and mutual admiration. Their red carpet appearances were masterclasses in synergy and elegance. Their chemistry so electric it could power a small city. Just months ago, credible sources were whispering about imminent engagement plans, sending their fan base into a euphoric frenzy. They were the undisputed couple goals, the untouchable royalty of a seemingly perfect Hollywood romance. But we are now forced to ask the terrifying question: was this entire picture-perfect narrative nothing more than a brilliantly orchestrated facade? What dark cracks were forming beneath the glamorous surface that we, the public, were never meant to see?
Coming live from the happy place, always bringing out guests that you can't replace. And this next one is special, cause just like me, he's from the south side of the Chi City. He makes music and movies.
Here is where the plot contorts into an even more complex and mysterious shape. Why this personal drama threatens to explode his private life? Common's professional career is soaring to unprecedented heights. He is currently promoting prestigious projects at international film festivals, delving into documentary filmmaking, and remains a central star in Apple TV's massive sci-fi hit, Silo. His professional momentum is undeniable and powerful. This juxtaposition forces us to ask a critical question. Was this mysterious tennis date a clumsily executed personal misstep? Or could it have been a coldly calculated professional move designed to generate buzz and divert attention from something else? Is Common playing a much larger, more sophisticated game that we're only just beginning to understand? The pieces are on the board, but the strategy remains hidden.
Jenny Jen still kicking it. That's part one. And part two is, do you ever see yourself married one day?
So as far as Jenny Jen,
I love
we
Jenny.
absolutely we are together.
And let us not for a single moment underestimate the other titan in this equation, Janifer Hudson. She is not a side character in this drama. She is an EGOT-winning force of nature, a woman who has weathered devastating public storms before and emerged not just unscathed, but stronger and more revered than ever. Is she, at this very moment, quietly and strategically preparing her monumental response from the helm of her successful daytime talk show? Her empire is built on a foundation of resilience and immense talent, completely independent of any man. Her crown is secure. The burning question now is, was she presented with an ultimatum? Did she consciously choose her unwavering career and her solid royal crown over a king whose loyalty suddenly appears to be in question? The narrative is deepening by the minute.
Michelle Obama, she has definitely helped talk me through just certain moments of relationships. We had conversations, and she has given me a lot of wisdom. But one great thing that she told me as I was going through this journey was that you have to understand you're not going to get anybody that's perfect because you're not perfect. So understand that there's some certain things that you will compromise in choosing that partner. But as long as the core values, the values that are most important to you, that person, marks off on that list, then you good.
The digital detective work unfolding across Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok is nothing short of insane. Armchair sleuths are dissecting every possible clue with forensic precision. Every past social media post is being analyzed for hidden meanings. Every like, every comment, every follow is being scrutinized. But here is the single most baffling clue that has everyone confused. They still follow each other online. Their old, loved-up photos together remain proudly posted for all to see. This contradictory evidence creates a cognitive dissonance that just doesn't add up. Is this a deliberate misdirect from both parties? A last-ditch effort to maintain a crumbling brand? Are we witnessing a messy, complicated, and drawn-out breakup playing out in real time? Or is this an entirely different scenario? Something so unexpected and bizarre that we haven't even considered it yet.
Janifer Hudson,
Yes.
your girlfriend, how special is that relationship to you?
Oh man, that relationship is one of the greatest blessings and most important things in my life, in my whole journey in life. The friendship, the partnership, the life partnership, just the connection. Byron, to have somebody who's as talented and just soulful and like gifted and can do all these different things in this one.
In the ruthless court of Hollywood public opinion, absence is not merely notable. It is considered irrefutable evidence. The unwritten rule is absolute. You show up together publicly or you are conclusively done. By choosing to appear at a major international event with another woman, Common didn't just send a message. He launched a ballistic missile of implication towards the media and the world. But what was the true intention behind it? Was it a cruel and final farewell to a relationship that had already ended behind closed doors? Was it a reckless, tone-deaf mistake made without considering the apocalyptic fallout? Or was it a strategic, albeit cold, warning shot in a larger private battle? The intense speculation surrounding this act isn't just mindless gossip. It's the fuse burning steadily on a bombshell that is poised to detonate at any moment.
It's like those things you pray for and you don't get them until you're ready. And I think, whatever growing I had to do, it was the divine time in alignment when Jennifer and I started like being interested in each other, because we had been around each other before. We worked together before or something. But this was a time where we just felt and got to see each other in that way.
Corners of this story. We are actively connecting dots that others are afraid to even acknowledge. Insider sources, speaking under strict conditions of anonymity, are now hinting at underlying tensions that have been simmering for months. Whispers of irreconcilable scheduling conflicts, diverging life paths, and fundamental differences in vision are beginning to surface from the depths. The pristine, perfect image they presented is cracking, revealing glimpses of a much more complex and fraught reality. The full, unvarnished truth is lurking in the shadows, waiting for its moment to break into the light. This US Open incident is not the conclusion of this story. It is only the explosive beginning of a scandal that promises to shake the very foundations of Hollywood. Stay locked on this channel. Do not look away for a second, because this story is accelerating at a breakneck pace, and new details are emerging by the hour. Secrets that have been closely guarded for months are on the verge of being brutally exposed. Lies that have been carefully constructed are beginning to collapse under their own weight. When the final dust cloud from this explosion settles, the landscape of this relationship and their public personas will be irrevocably changed. The question is no longer if more devastating information will come out. It is precisely when the next dam will break. The countdown to the next revelation has officially begun.